Isaac Beam, ISAACBEAM.
And then what is your class and then the position you play?
I'm the class of 2024, and I play DN and a little bit of fullback.
All right, awesome. Yeah. Okay, so we are less than a month away from the start of the new year. How has the summer been for you guys preparing going into the new year?
I thought we were pretty small at the start, but we got a lot of speed, we got a lot of heart, we got a lot of good technique, and our linemen are very good this year. So I think we're pretty good going into the season.
So coming into obviously your senior season and everything, what are some things that you and the rest of the senior class are trying to do to kind of set the example at Warsaw as leaders?
We're trying to get rid of the whole separate grade levels. We're trying to have everybody be one team. We don't want to separate seniors. We're better saying that. We don't want to say that. We just want the whole team to be together, not a lot of just beef with each other, just one team.
And then, so obviously there's a lot of upperclassmen on this team, but also there are some fresh new faces on your guys' roster. Are there any guys in particular that kind of stand out to you that can make an impact day one?
Some people I can think of, Ivan Pons, he's going to be a junior. He's got a lot of heart. He's really driven and he wants to play in college. He's been practicing his technique for a long time. He's really good. And another person I can think of is Drew Sullivan. He's our quarterback. He played a little bit last year when our quarterback Tucker got injured, so he really had to step up. He's been honing his technique and he's been getting better. So.
And then kind of last question I have for you, going into the new year at anything, what are some goals that you think that you have for Warsaw going into this season?
I want to go for sectional and conference. That'd be nice. If we could go farther, that'd be good too, but sectional is the first goal, and then we'll see how it goes from there.
And then any personal goals for you at all coming into this new season?
I had a lot of good plays last year, but they were pretty spread out. I want to be more consistent throughout the year with how I play and my technique.
Nathaniel Rosas, NATHANIEL-ROSAS.
And then what is the class that you're in, and then the positions that you play going into the new year?
In class of 2024, I play offensive line and D-line.
You don't need to lean in. You're fine right where you are.
Yeah, you're good. The mic's pretty powerful. Be able to catch up. So we got less than a month going into the start of the new season. How's this summer been for you guys so far?
It's been really good. I think we've been really productive. We've been really productive, working well together as a team, and I'm really excited for the year.
And then what are some things that you think that you guys had kind of worked on, not just offensively but defensively, to kind of prepare yourself going into the new year?
I feel like we just kind of looked at who we've got depth-wise and just figured out the best way to play with each other, work together as a team. I think that's one of the most important things we've done this summer.
And then kind of building off from last season, what are some things that that the team is trying to do to kind of build a positive momentum from last year into this year?
I feel like we had a lot of good last year, so I feel like we're gonna really build off of all the positives we had, but also learn from some of the negatives that some of the adversity we faced last year. So.
As an upperclassman on this team, what are some things that you and the rest of the upperclassmen are trying to do to kind of set the example for the underclassmen as leaders?
Just trying to embrace the culture that our coaches are trying to put on us, I guess. They're just really trying to lead and make sure the underclassmen are have good role models to look up to.
Obviously, Northeast Indiana, it's very difficult in terms of you got a battle every single week. So what are some things that you guys are trying to do at Warsaw to kind of stand out into this season?
Just stick to our roots. Just really, focusing on our technique, making sure the small things are done right. And I think if we can do that, we'll be able to handle ourselves against some of the bigger teams.
And then, kind of last question I have for you: what are some goals that you think that you guys are trying to have, not just as a team, but for you personally? What are some personal goals?
So real personal goals. I just want to see my team succeed. I really want to bring some hardware home this year. That's senior year. It's kind of a big deal. So really excited. I think we're going to do some good things.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add that I didn't already mention?
No, think we're good.
Bart Curtis, Bartcurtis.
And then what is the year that you're going into as a head coach?
At Warsaw,
Yes, sir.
this will be my 6th year.
6th year, awesome. Okay, so we are less than a month away from the start of the year. How has the summer been for you guys so far?
Long, but I think we got a lot accomplished. We just got back from camp Monday. We had a good 3 days at camp, so I was excited about that. You know what? There's a lot going on in kids' lives. We encourage our kids to do as much as they can athletically and otherwise. So by doing that, you don't always have your kids all the time, all summer. But come July 31st, we'll have the right guys.
All right, awesome. What are some things that you have seen from the upperclassmen on this team to kind of prepare themselves going into the new year?
Well, I think, you know, we formed a leadership council in the off season. I think that has helped. I think sometimes it's easy to say, hey, you need to be leaders, but oftentimes you got to give them opportunities to do that. So I think for the most part they've done a really good job of that. I think the realization that, you know, this is the last season of football for many of them. It has set in, so I think they want to get the most out of every opportunity they have.
Yeah. And obviously there's a lot of upperclassmen on this team, but it is a new team. There's a lot of fresh faces. Are there any guys that you think, underclassmen-wise, that you think can kind of make an impact for you guys day one?
I'm not going to name any names, but we got a really strong junior class along to go with our strong senior class. And there's some kids in the sophomore class that will push. So I really feel good about our depth. I feel good about our competition levels. I think sometimes in the past we knew that, hey, this kid was there and he had to be there and we needed him. And, you know, if he was sick or something went wrong, we still needed him. Now I think our kids realize that if you're not there, somebody's going to step in your place and take your spot. So that's something we haven't had in a long time.
And then coming into the season, at the end of the day, what are some things at the end of the day? What are you guys looking to accomplish at Warsaw at the end of the season?
Well, you know, we want to be playing our best football in November, and we want to be playing football in November. And if we're playing our best, we'll play in November. I think we've got a group that, if we stay healthy and we make good decisions off the field, there isn't any reason these guys can't compete with anybody on our schedule.
Is there anything else you'd like to add that I didn't already mention?
No, I'm just proud to be the coach at Warsaw, and you know, 5 years has flown by really fast, and excited for this season. We're going to give the kids a week off next week and the adults, so it'll be nice to get out of Dodge for a little bit and then come back and hit it hard July 31st.